Arpan Patel. I will take today's session on flirting with Flutter. But before moving on, I would like to express my gratitude to the Hack Quarantine team for arranging such a wonderful event in such a short span of time. So, let's get started. This session is a pre-recorded one, so if you want the slides, you can just go to the below link and you'll get the slides. If you have any question, I will be present on the Twitch chat, live chat, so you can ask your doubts over there. So, what is Flutter? Flutter is Google's UI toolkit for building beautiful, natively compiled applications for mobile, web, and desktop from a single code base. Means just a single code base, apply the changes, and it is applied everywhere. Isn't it great? Yes. There are key highlights of Flutter, that is fast development, expressive and flexible UI, and native performance. We will discuss each one of them in detail. Fast development. So, Flutter's hot reload helps you quickly and easily experiment, build UIs, add features, and fix bugs faster. Experience sub-second reload time without losing state on emulators, simulators, and hardware for iOS and Android. And now Flutter is also available for web, and it is currently in the beta stage. Next, expressive and beautiful UIs. So Flutter's built-in beautiful material design and Cupertino, that is iOS flavor widgets, rich motion APIs, smooth natural scrolling, and platform awareness helps us to create a wonderful experience. Next is the native performance for iOS as well as for Android. Flutter's widget incorporate all critical platform preferences such as scrolling, navigation, icons, and fonts to provide full native performance on both iOS and Android. Now the question arises, who is using Flutter? Well, the current slide describes no explanation. Alibaba, Hamilton, Tencent, Google, Google Ads, etc. A lot of multinational companies are moving for the Flutter development. Today, we will create an infinitely loaded list app. We will have a hands-on session in which we will create a name generator app. So, let's get started. Boilerplate code which the Flutter team has developed. Whenever you load any app or make first app, this code will appear. This is basically a counter app. So when you run the code, you get a counter app on the screen. But we are not going to make this app, so we are going to select it and remove the entire code. And now we will write our own code. So this is the first app code we can say, and when we will just run the code and I'll explain simultaneously what exactly it is doing. This is example of the Material app. Material is a visual design language that's standard on mobile and the web. Flutter offers a rich set of material widgets, and in Flutter everything is widget. Now we'll look at different things. This is the fat arrow operator, and we use this arrow notation for one-line function or methods. The app extend stateless widget, which makes the app itself a widget. In the Flutter, almost everything is a widget, as I said, including alignment, padding, and layout. Next is the scaffold. Scaffold widget from the material library provides a default app bar, a title, and a body property, which we'll see when we load the app. The widget subtree can be a quite complex thing, you know. A widget's main job is to provide a build method that describes how to display the widget in terms of other low-level widget. Next is the center. This center is a widget containing a text child. You can see that the center widget aligns its widget subtree to center of the screen. Now we will see the app, run the app and see how it looks. And this is how it looks. Welcome to the Flirting with Flutter. And so now I'll make the use of an external package. I'll be using an open source package named English underscore words, which contains a few thousands of words, most used English words and some functions as well. You can find such open source packages at pub.dev site. So now I'll add the dependencies into the Fuchsia file here. English underscore words. I bring the version as well, and when I save it, it will fetch the packages right here. And after fetching, it will shoot the exit code 0. Yeah, so it has successfully fetched. So now import English word. Yeah. This is the library we'll be using it, and let's assign here final word pair equals to word pair, yeah, here it is, dot random, any random name. Cool. And just comment down this line and at the following line, child text will use the word which we has used, the word pair dot as Pascal case. So Pascal case, which is also known as the upper camel case. So yeah, that's we can say it's an upper camel case. Now what I have done is when I just hot load the app, so you can see the word has been, a random word has been mentioned here, and when I again hot load and the name has been changed, observe. So the number of times you hot reload, the number of times the random verb will appear. So now we will add a stateful widget. Stateless widgets are immutable, meaning that their property cannot be changed. All values are final. Stateful widget maintains state that might change during the lifetime of the widget. So I'll add a stateful widget. It is maybe a random words which extends which states creates a state class, random state, and then I use the random words as a class inside it. So let's do it. Yeah. In the present code, I'll show what the changes I have made. So firstly, I have created this a minimal state class, so it can go anywhere in the file outside of my app, but in solution place it remains at the bottom of the file. Okay, so then I added the stateful random words widget with the main.dart file, and the widget does little else besides creating its state class. Okay, so and then I have created the build method of the random state, and then I remove the word generation from my app. You see, I just comment down this Pascal case and add the random words. So when I hot reload the app should behave as before, displaying a word expiring each time you hot reload or save the app, just like the prior thing. So I'm not showing it. I'll just show you next when we do the infinite scrolling thing. Okay. In this step, now I will expand the random word state to generate and display a list of word pairings. As the user scrolls, the list grows infinitely. So I will make a builder factory constructor in the list view, and which will allow to lazily build a list view on demand. So I'll just code it down first and I'll explain it later. So we have done with the code. Now I'll explain what we have done here. Um, we have added a suggestion list to the random word state class for saving suggested word pairings. Also, we have added the bigger font to variable to make the font size a bit larger. Now, we have added the build suggestion function to the random word state. We can see the random word state class. This method builds the list view that displays the suggested word pairings. The list view class provides a builder property. I mean, like item builder. That's a property. That's a factory builder and callback function specified as anonymous function. Here, two parameters are passed, as you can see, to the function: the build context and the row iterator I. The iterator I begins with 0 and increments each time when the function is called. So when you just call the I is called, its value increases from 0 to 1 and so on. This model allows the suggestion list to grow infinitely as the user scrolls. Okay, and we have added the build row function to the random word state. Here you can see, and we have finally updated the title with the home from random cards. And when we just hot load this thing, we'll get the following output. You can see infinite word suggestion here. So that's it, guys. This is the app we are making, and this is the end of the coding session as well. Hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll list down the code as well as the necessary links as well at the end of the PPT. Hope you enjoyed the session. Cheers. Here is the Flutter website, flutter.dev. They have explained everything and they have a beautiful documentation as well to get started. So you can head towards that link if you want to get started with Flutter and can start building from now as well. For such code labs for Flutter, there is a below link where a lot of beautiful app tutorials are available. You can just go to the below link and make wonderful, beautiful Flutter apps. So, with that said, I am ending my session. Thank you and hope you have a great time ahead.